Hello, everybody. Hi, hi. Welcome.
Hello.
It is November 11th, Skyrim Day. November 11th at 7:12 p.m. EST. Sorry for the delay. You are watching the DOVECOTE episode 48 with Lilith, Lilac Leviathan of Euphoria 2180, and Sweet Hot Goat Action, and Foxtrot, and Your Beheld, and I guess technically now Sapphic World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome. Please. I kind of went thorough on on the introduction there, but please feel free to introduce yourself.
So I am Lilith. Um I am currently my main project currently is Euphoria 2180, which is a uh horny biopunk survival TTRPG.
Yeah, I would say that
Uh
describes it.
yeah,
It's badass.
fucking
I've
badass.
played quite a bit of it. I quite admire it. I think it's good. What have you been working on with Euphoria recently?
Oh, oh, many a things.
Oh,
Um, so recently the development of Euphoria has been a tad slow. And that's just mostly because I'm dealing with like financial troubles and figuring out a trip and shit like that.
yeah.
Um, but it's still being worked on. Most recently, I have been working on social mechanics, uh, which roughly translates to how can I take Sapphic World, simplify it to a good enough degree to not be an entire game's mechanics, but a
Yeah.
third of the game's mechanics.
How has that been in terms of like keeping it condensed?
Um, I mean, it's been kind of simple. I think the key thing I'm doing is avoiding using moves.
Right.
Um, the so for greater context, Euphoria is a combat trad game, TTRPG in its heart. I've built it off of what was originally a modified version of Dark Heresy, um, centered around both combat, uh, both a very fast and very high impact combat, and also traveling. So I wanted the social mechanics to be much more loosey goosey, to be a resolution that you can do without having to set up a combat battleground. Um, because that's just not how Euphoria's combat works.
Yeah.
Smiles.
What social elements are you including?
Um, so it's mostly focused around um the idea of filling up a meter. That's a bad way of explaining it.
It's okay.
So the part that I'm focusing is on just the kind of looser nature of a social mechanic. So it's more or less a each character, uh character specific, not fauna or creature or minion, um has a heat meter akin to their wounds or stress.
Hmm.
During a social scene, characters can perform triggers, which are kind of like your action within combat, or a move within, or an activity within travel time, where you make a check, where you describe what you're doing and you make a check, and depending on how well you roll on that check, the person you're trying to flirt with gains heats. Um, and when they're at max heat, you can you get a little tell from them, kind of similar to a Sapphic World fold,
Yeah.
and then you can do a finisher on them, which you ask one of a handful of questions. Um, and yeah, the main reason why, like I said, the reason why I wanted this to be a thing is because I wanted a way to quickly resolve scenes where there is conflict without requiring setting up a combat. Because there's a handful of those listed as like travel encounters and such, of like, oh, you meet a less than friendly character, they're gonna beat you to death.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I like that. I think it's good. I think it's good to lean into like the I don't know, I'm personally pretty happy with the non-condition like mechanics in Sapphic World, because like that's a big problem that I have with a lot of modern PBTAs, is just the reliance on conditions.
Yeah.
And so I think exploring social other similar social, like, hang on, I'm just moving around your name tag a little bit. Other similar like social mechanics that don't rely on just like you have a -2 under this condition, I think is interesting.
Yeah. The it's also, this is not, much like how travel is not entirely divorced from combat and vice versa, this will not be entirely divorced from travel and combat.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
I think in the early stages of me thinking a lot about this, one of the ideas was to make one of the roles, the suit, a bit more focused on that, because they're kind of the like face of the party usually.
Yeah, I've liked playing high charisma characters in Euphoria, and I'd love to see them get more stuff going.
Yeah, but them having mechanics that like you deal more damage if your target has more heat and stuff like that, which kind of emphasizes the character killing aspect of the suit a lot, that I like.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
that's awesome. Hell yeah. It's funny because like a lot of the situation, like a thing that happens in these episodes is either I know the person and I don't know what they've been up to, and so there's an interesting conversation there. Uh, I don't know the person and I don't know what they've been up to, so there's an interesting conversation there. Or I know the person and I know what they've been up to, which like can be an interesting conversation, but also like, it runs the risk of kind of me just like prompting you to tell me about stuff that we've done together.
Yeah.
That is kind of the inevitable thing with this sort of thing. What else have you been playing? Anything cool? Anything that's like gripping you, playing or reading or looking at or thinking about?
I've been playing a lot of video games.
Yeah, tell me about your gaming.
Um, Beyond like the Fellowship game that you've been running.
Yeah, that's been fun.
I've been playing a lot of Space Station 14.
That's a TTRPG.
I don't think it is.
Listen. I'm willing to die on this hill. I think Space Station 14 is a TTRPG.
I would accept like a LARP.
Yeah, sorry, it's a LARP. That's more accurate. I think it's a LARP. It's a
Yeah,
digital LARP.
it's categorically not a TTRPG. Um,
Right.
been playing a lot of that with people. Um, that's been very fun. Been playing dolls recently. A shout out to my doll fans.
I love dolls. I love to be dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. SS14 is really interesting because it's like, for those who don't know, Space Station 14, I've talked about it a bit on the show. It's a video game, a top-down video game where you are like, it's Among Us, but it like has mechanics and roleplay. It's Among Us if it was like Habbo Hotel, or like Club Penguin, or like any of that shit,
Yeah.
but also like really intricate mechanics and like chemical stuff and like yeah, like you can make shuttles and shit. Like it's kind of crazy. You can craft stuff. Um, but I think a thing that like I really like about SS14 is the just kind of it's the and the thing that makes it a LARP specifically is the or not a LARP, but makes it LARP like, right? Um, is
Already going back on your statement, huh?
smiles. But yeah, it's the quality of like you are uh you're playing this game and like depending on what role you pick or depending on what role you wind up with, like you might be in like extremely intense firefights or like hunting someone down, or you could just be like at the bar the entire shift and then like something blows up and there's no oxygen and you have to leave, and maybe you don't survive that. And I love the kind of I was talking to Natalie, who I've had on the show, Natalie from who made Warren Guard, and I was talking about how why is my head like tilted like that? Hang on, there is definitely something wrong here. Hang on, this is straightforward. Something feels wrong.
The
Ba
birds
ba
are
ba.
here.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. Hang on, the birds are here. Fuck.
Exiled them.
Exile.
Killed
Be gone. Hang on. Goodbye, birds. Actually, hang on. No, I can't do it like that. I have to do this. But.
them. Well, you gotta bring the one back.
Yeah.
You-
Whoosh. Okay, and Churro the news bird is here. Or the interview bird. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Natalie was talking about a LARP that she was in. I won't go too much in the details because I think it was like a pretty intense LARP, and I don't want to like go too hard on the details. But like, basically, it was a LARP where like there was a she was like role playing as a child, and there was like a pretty dark situation happening outside of her immediate purview, and like she didn't find out about it until the end of the game, and like
Oh.
I think that sort of thing is really interesting, and I think like SS14 by having both physical space and like text, I think manages to facilitate that kind of larpiness where it's like
Yeah.
you cannot be in the room where interesting things are happening, and you kind of just have to accept that. Yeah.
Me, when I am playing T-Girl spider dolls in the library, and in Green Comms there is a Nuki who is just walking through the station gunning people down,
Exactly.
and I'm just doing Yuri.
Yeah, and maybe you don't see that Nuki, right? Because that Nuki might get killed by security before you even cross paths with them. Or might
Never
just like
saw the
plow through
Nuki.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I gotta play more SS14. I've been on a Minecraft kick. Playing a lot of Minecraft.
Minecraft Minecraft is the other thing I've been playing a lot recently.
How's the Minecraft been?
It's been going. I this past week, I have I've killed the Ender Dragon for the first time in
Yeah.
like normal survival.
Yippee.
Which was an experience. It's I've kind of fallen off of it since then, but alas.
You've fallen off, honestly.
What the fuck?
You've fallen off, you're crashing out. What else are the kids saying these days? You're yapping? I don't know.
I'm yapping.
Yeah. When I think of yapping, I just think of like dogs. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what else? What else have you been playing?
Uh, Beyond that, it's that's honestly kind of been it.
Yeah. You and I are going to PAX U together.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to hang out with you and to see all of uh my friends and a couple of our mutual friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to broadly get more of the app folks out to cons and like have the fucking gang out there. I think that'd be really cool.
That would be really cool. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Get that
I'm
fucking
very
crew.
excited. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know why I made that noise.
Yeah. PAX U is huge. Like that fucking like expo floor is ginormous. I Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see Jay. That's gonna be nice. Who else is gonna be there? I think Will Yopes might be there.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't actually checked in with like who else will be there, but I nonetheless excited to see you. Excited to hang out with you. Excited to be in Philly. Philly's just a really fun city.
I am also excited to visit Philly for the first time. Not the first time I've been in Pennsylvania, because when my stepmom was around, we would go on yearly vacations during the summer to like a small town near Gettysburg.
Hmm.
So like the other end of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, my head is tilted. I can't tell why. Sorry, I'm just like noticing that. Like, it's very subtle, but it is tilted very slightly to the left. Anyways.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It's really scary. Hang on. There we go.
Yay!
Yeah. Are there any TTRPGs that are like coming out or coming up or like things that like friends are working on that you're excited about?
As of recent, my wonderful friend Magdalene has started working on her own game called Kill the Bastards.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet.
I believe I will. I believe I'm going to be playing that this Thursday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mags is a cool dog. Mags is the millennial dog.
The millennial dog, even.
Yeah. And I guess Eden's also working on something. I don't know if Eden's done more on it.
Yeah, Eden has been mysterious about the thing she's been working on.
Well, she had a whole thread where she was working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's also in transit right now, so it makes sense that she would not be super super doing work right now. She's on a big cross country journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smiles.
smiling so big and wan?
Something I really enjoy with your design is like I like how many little bits and bobs there are to like put together on a character. Also, I should promote Euphoria here, but I really like how many like bits and bobs you have in Euphoria, especially to like make a character with. And like something I also really enjoy is like you talked so much recently about like the idea of um like using Euphoria as like a template for other games.
Yeah. So like I mentioned before, Euphoria is very mechanic or the core of it is very mechanically similar to the Fantasy Flight 40K games. Dark Heresy 1 and 2, Rogue Trader, Black Crusade, all that jazz. Um, the thing that I really like with those games is that they all use the same basic system, but in different contexts that are like related to one another.
Mm.
So, a character in Rogue Trader begins play with like 5,000 XP, while a character in Dark Heresy 1 begins play with like 500 XP worth of stuff.
Right.
Um, and that's something I kind of love about those games. Um, I have a lot of problems with those games beyond that, but this isn't a kvetching stream, so
You can give it. This is the Dovecote. You can kvetch as much as you want here.
maybe later. Um, um, but one of the things I've always wanted to do with Euphoria and what I've been referring to as the elderberry setting, which is just the setting that I want all of these games to take place in,
Mhm.
is that they are all compatible with one another and kind of have systems plugged in and certain systems not plugged in and shit like that. Kind of a GURPS if GURPS was good.
Yeah. Uh, Star Wars FFG also had an interesting thing in a similar vein where it was um, like what was the deal? Star Wars FFG basically was like you had ba 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 ba. Sorry, brain moment.
Nah, you're good.
Um, yeah, you had like all of these different you had like three main books that were like basically separate games, which were I forget what their names were, but they were like three different games essentially, and they all like worked together. Like you could just play like Star Wars FFG as a whole thing, or you could play like Force and Destiny, or Scum and
Yeah.
Villainy, or uh, uh, Rebels Rebellion One. I forget what it was called. um, but that was really interesting. But those games were also
I
really stupidly complicated.
Yeah, made by the same people.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um,
um, but yeah. So that's like one of the main things I want to do with the games I am making on my own. As well as like blur concepts and mechanics between like TTRPGs, board games, and war games.
yeah, I
Um,
like that. I think overlap is good. I think there's a lot of power there.
yeah, I'm reminded of a thread I saw forever ago that was talking about like how the criticism of combat TTRPGs are just war games isn't useful. And while I agree that that criticism isn't useful, I don't think it's useful because the line between them is very blurry,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, and actively trying to categorize those two things will only exist as a tool to gatekeep games within that blurry line.
Right. Yeah, and for me, it's like I really want when I look at a something that is like understood as a war game, what I really want from it is like I want dolls time, right? Like
Yeah,
I think that's like really important to me when it comes to play is like I need I need to feel like there's enough I need to feel like there's enough doll time. I need to feel like there's enough like sitting down with your characters and like getting to have conversations with them about various things.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's a good it's a good thing. Smiles.
Smiling so big and wine. That's one of the reasons why I much prefer like more skirmish games rather than full army games, because you do kind of get more dolls in that like scale.
Yeah,
You know, it's easier to do dolls when you have like 5 to 10 dudes rather than like 700.
by the way, you should send questions to darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com if you have any thoughts about any of this and you'd like to hear us elaborate on any of this stuff. Please feel
Please
free to send a
do.
question.
Give
But
me an excuse to yap.
yeah, I very much agree. I think skirmish is really where I tend to enjoy as well because like I don't know. I think after a certain scale, I get a little like, what are we doing here? I mean, I get it. I get it as a fun thing, but it's just not really for me.
Yeah,
Um,
there's also just the question of like accessibility
yeah, that's true.
and commitment. It's way easier to play a game when you only have to buy and paint a box of like 10 guys rather than spend a whole fucking mortgage on uh a bunch of guys.
A fucking army. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I'm kind of realizing now, and I kind of want your thoughts on this, which is like I think part of the reason why like a lot of mech teacher RPGs specifically don't necessarily hit for me is like I find the I find the thing of like you are all in the cockpits of these giant machines that are like mostly scaled only for combat to be like really limiting in terms of like person to person scenes. And so you'll have entire sessions where
Yeah.
you're like no one can touch hands, right? Like
Yeah.
or like you know push each other or like there's none of that space.
My experience with mecha TTRPG is only really limited to Lancer. And I feel like Lancer is a bit too much of a slow combat game for you to be able to do dolls effectively.
Yeah, I think a lancer is specifically what I'm thinking of because I think like I like armor stir and like beam saber and stuff well enough because they kind of you know they're made to be in and out for the combat. Um,
Yeah.
the mechs can touch hands, giant cold metal hands, but in a game like Lancer, the question for me is like, are they going to? Is there going to be intimacy between these mechs? And like, probably
Yeah.
not. They're mostly tools of war that like exist on a grid. Um, yeah, I would almost like I want to see like the version of Lancer where it's like what is the like 80% not war game, 20% war game version of Lancer?
Yeah.
Because that's like Euphoria's balance, and I really like that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Lancer is a game. I feel like a lot of my personal problems with Lancer, with like playing Lancer, has mostly been the play culture
Hmm.
around Lancer, because like from my experience, a average session goes as the following. You come in, you get told what you're up to, you go do a combat, there's a little break in the middle, and then you do a second combat. And um that on its own usually takes like 5 to 7 hours to do.
Hmm.
Where I am of the opinion that if a see, this is where I hook this back up to like war gaming things. I feel like if you're going to have a combat TTRPG where combat takes three like more than an hour and a half of time, you should just make that a war game. You know?
Yeah, I would agree. So what you're saying is we
Like,
need to make a game where the mechs fuck? Yes. Yes, absolutely.
yes.
They need to be coming in each other's heat exhaust ports.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Um, but like that's kind of where I'm coming at it from this is I uh, abhor really slow combat games. Which is why when you go look at Euphoria, uh if combat is taking an hour and a half in Euphoria, you're either teaching people who've literally never played the game before ever, or you have fucked up majorly in some way that I cannot foresee.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I I like it when things are concise and compelling and that's kind of where my real estate is. No matter whether it's combat or normal combat or
Or
or no,
normal?
like whether it's like theater of mind or grid or whatever, like I would always prefer things get roughly, you know,
Yeah.
the amount of time
Um,
that they need, but not anything
and
more.
kind of bridging off of that, I feel like, not to toot my own
Hmm.
horn, but as you said, Euphoria's balance of like mechanics is like 80% mostly like travel and downtime, 20% combat. And it's because I made an effort to like put travel and downtime as like an important thing within the game.
Yeah,
Um, which is something that Lancer very distinctly lacks, is any form of like kind of downtime that exists for character interactions. In my experience of Lancer, downtime has existed solely to explore an area before you go into a combat.
yeah. It's also a lot of fetish shit, which is good.
It is also a lot of fetish shit. It's a lot of girl time.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, Isabella,
Hi.
thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, hi. Um,
Hi.
yeah, I like fetishes are good. I like. I think it's especially brain genius to do kinks in like a post-apocalypse game. That's a thing that I
Yeah.
really admire about Euphoria.
Um. Yeah.
Yeah,
Smiles.
smiles. Do you want to get into the, I'm doing big air quotes, news?
Yeah, the election.
No, no, we're not talking about the election. I mean, do we want to talk about the election?
Not particularly.
Yeah, no, I like, uh, I'll, yeah, Chorus the Newsbird coming in from, beautiful, beautiful Philadelphia. Shh. Um,
Yay.
I think we all have to hold on to each other. That's all I'll say. I think we all need to take care of each other to the best of our
Yeah.
ability. Reach out to the trans, the other, reach out to the trans people and slash or other trans people in your life, and make sure they're okay, and make sure that you're ready to be there for them.
Give them money too.
And give them fucking money. God damn. Uh, yeah. So, the reason why I said air quotes news is because we're actually not going to talk about things that are going on outside of this show and outside of, well, I mean, I guess it is outside of the show, but outside of this, our realm. We're going to talk about our news. I'm hijacking the radio waves. I'm turning up the transponders. I'm hitting like 50 different levers, and they're going like pa-chung, 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 pa-chung. It's like a ka-thunk every time I hit them, and there's like a big like electricity sound, like big like vrew.
Fire on Funky Boy.
We're gonna talk about the fact that You Are Beheld is making Sapphic World now,
Yeah.
and I'm directing that. Um, I'm also doing much of the writing for it, but like editing, layout, a lot of production stuff. It's going to be a shared responsibility. We're all going to be, taking care of each other and making it. And yeah, it's been an interesting time. It's been uh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been cool like having a chance to like do this with all of you and like for reference, for who You Are Beheld is, or folks who don't know, it's our creative collective. Let me also
Yeah.
promote. Let me send the Yab like Twitter or something. Um, but yeah, You Are Beheld is our creative collective, and yeah, we've been we kind of like started working on another game called Vast, and then we kind of decided to pivot and see about finishing Sapphic World because I was talking to Wendy and talking about like how Sapphic World is a lot for me to to do alone, especially on kind of the logistical side of things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's nice having like there were a couple of NPCs we had to fill in, so like Wendy and Ira are doing those. A lot of
I'm
like,
doing one
oh yeah,
too.
you're doing one too. Fuck yes, you are doing one. Sorry, I forgot because it's one that you've like almost finished at this point, right?
You beast, yeah.
You fucking mincing bimbo. But yeah, I
You mewling cat. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. And then we've been doing a lot of like early stage edits, like early stage like, hey, what would this title look like if it what would this title look like if it was like up to date for the game, uh, and like fit what we're trying to do. And I don't know, it's been like really nice to just work on this with my friends and have my excitement for it and like my kind of organization that I've done over the years for it, like kind of pay off and be useful for other
Yeah.
people. Um, I don't know. How are you feeling about it?
I'm excited. I'm gonna be writing one of the two campaigns in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk a bit about the idea for that?
yeah, I'm down.
Yippee.
So, cucks permitted by You Are Beheld?
Yeah, there's some shit going on in the other in the URB held stream apparently.
Beautiful. Anyways, so I'm going to be writing the business as usual campaign, which is going to be a much more lighter thing and also something that is scalable.
Hmm.
Um, and also something focused around the wonderful character Pizza Friday.
Yay! Pizza Friday!
Woo!
Hang on, let me, bu- 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 bu-
Can we put art of Pizza Fridays?
huh?
I can't finish this bit without.
Her fat ass?
Well, I was gonna say massive milkers,
Oh,
but
I see. Well, we can
yeah.
put up the Lyrian art of Pizza Friday. This is from
Yippee!
@LyrianArt on Twitter and various other social medias. And this is Pizza Friday from Sapphic World. Um, she's like if Tom Bombadil was like a giant scene girl, and playing with like a lot of first folk myths as kind of a baseline.
Hmm.
There's like the Finnish myth of Wainamoinen and like stuff like that. Uh,
But
and yeah,
yeah, so it's gonna be a fun little thing focused on her, where the players gotta get these specific items to save her from a dungeon. And you gotta go all across the lands to get these items, and then you throw a party at the end.
yeah,
Smiles.
it's a very lighthearted, low stakes like, oh, she's trapped in this dungeon, but like I imagine the idea will be that like pretty early on it becomes clear that like this is not this is
Yeah,
not a huge deal. Um,
yeah,
and
you're like getting portal magic phone calls from her, and you can hear like Street Fighter 17 in the background.
yeah, street fucker.
Yeah,
Um,
Street Fucker 42.
yeah, I really like that. I think like we have one pretty heavy campaign, which is Headless, which is about like uh the one of the doyens like becoming either like I think the idea is that she's like kind of traumatized, and it's kind of a Zionism metaphor in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
And like she has decided that like she wants to have this keep held by pagans called Freefall Keep, which she like freely gave to them in the past. Um, and like kind of trying to either defeat her or like bring her down from that is kind of the point of that campaign. So we wanted to have something more lighthearted, and Lilith is the ideas that Lilith has had are all she's fucking cooking. It's really good
Yeah.
stuff.
Something more lighthearted and also something that is more scalable.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because one of the other issues we were running into with figuring out which of the pre-written campaigns do we want to do is that because the first book is going to have a relatively small snippet of the setting within it, that uh beyond Headless, there were no other campaigns that just fit in this one little area.
Yeah.
Um, which I thought was really funny, personally, but
Yeah.
um, it when you don't have the information about fraud, you can't really do made a mess. So
This is true. Yeah, Made a Mess is the like you are maids in fucking uh smiles. You're maids in the like French. It's like if Louis XIV's giant manor was like a log cabin as well.
yeah,
Like
with a feederist in it.
yeah, with many feeder. I would say two feeders at least in there. Um, because Nurture is the doyen of feast, and then you also have the
Oh,
Fetterist feeder,
true.
or the feederist Fetter, who is a sword trainer who is a feederist. For those who don't know what feederism is, uh, it's it's
Smiles.
when you give someone a lot of food so
Eat
they
this
become
cookie.
fat. Yeah, eat this cookie. Eat this cookie as I explain this to you. Have some cake. Girls must become fatter to survive the winter. It's also very cold up
Bill.
in Fraud, so it makes sense that there are feeders there. It's like they don't want people to die of hypothermia.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I am also writing the character Bone Marrow, which, if you remember from last week on the Thou Art Burning stream, I mentioned and very much could not show. Smiles.
Yeah, Bone Marrow had a penis in some ways, in many ways.
It, not even just her dick. Just everything is out.
Titty, thighs, yeah, no, absolutely.
It, I remind you that she is wearing the only piece of clothing she wears is like a fucking black lace robe that does not fit her. Smiles.
Yeah, agreed. Um, this is agreed in the sense that this is true. She is in fact wearing a black lace robe and not showing and showing very much underneath it. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think of other Sapphic World stuff. I've been reworking. I rewrote the Intimate Scholar, which has been fun. That's not actually related to the Yab release because that won't be in there. I guess a big part of this that we should probably talk about is like Sapphic World is fucking ginormous in terms of the actual like the bulk text. And so we
Yeah.
are only going to be releasing like a pretty I think like a pretty solid vertical slice of it, but nonetheless like not a huge portion of the game in any
Yeah.
imagination of the word.
It's gonna be 6 titles, 4 lands.
12 kinds, 12 subcultures, 12 relics.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like 42 NPCs, not including secret ones or like
Yeah,
unlockable
42
ones.
NPCs, 2 campaigns. It is a if you know how big Sapphic World is, this is a relatively small slice of it.
If you know how large TTRPG books are, this is a fucking massive book.
Yeah.
This is ginormous. Like this is an absurdly large TTRPG book.
I think, yeah, didn't we like do page calculations, and even this like small sliver of the game is going to be like 200 something pages?
Yeah, it was like something in there. And I think that was only the calculations because I made the like normal version, or I compiled it, and I think it was like closer to like 300. um, but that's also like in Google Docs without like
Yeah.
page spacing and like I think ideally we really want every NPC to be one page. So
Hmm.
like cutting down text and fitting text into like the space that we have, I think is all stuff we want to think about. Um,
Yeah. It'll
you
be
know,
a process. And then once we have all of that set up, more books.
yeah, we want to do some zines, we want to do some books. We're not sure exactly how it's gonna work yet.
Hmm.
Because like the biggest a zine can be is like 36 pages, which like could be a good amount of stuff. Like you can maybe get like, let me think here. Uh, a title is like already 10 pages, so like if you put one title in there, you're already, and that's that's the average title. That's not like fucking the Intimate Scholar who's like fucking 20 pages long. uh,
Yeah.
because she has so many things going on. Um,
This is reminding me that I do need to rewrite the Frostkiss Ashes.
yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with Frostcast. What were the titles we said were going to be in the game? I forgot.
The first book, it was going to be The Noble Sweetheart, The Twink Controversial,
Mhm.
Liege's Footstool, Haunted Blade, Partially Clothed, and Tentacle Advocate.
Yeah, those are some good ones. I'm very
It's a
happy with
good
those.
selection.
Yeah, very like very flexible titles. Titles that have like very broad flavor, I think, which I think is a good
Yeah.
starting point. And then eventually it's honestly really funny because like I think Skywipe is really good, Intimate Scholar is really good, Sea Surgeon is really good. And those those probably won't be like available for a bit unless you subscribe to my Patreon, Smiles. Um,
Yeah, you should do that.
then you'll literally just be able to like have the extended playtest edition and like be like, hey, do you mind if I use this? And hopefully your GM is like, yeah, that's fine. Um, but yeah, eventually we're gonna try and have all of it out because I quite like that. But like, it's probably gonna be like Sapphic World comes out, and then we do like a whole other project, and then more of Sapphic World comes out.
Yeah.
Like, I would not expect like a uh an instantaneous release of all this stuff because it's got to go through edit and art and layout and all that shit.
The Sapphic World is going to be our milking cow.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of something else. Then we're gonna come back to Sapphic World, and we're gonna smack her on the ass, and we're gonna we're gonna put her in the milking machine.
Yeah.
That's maybe one of the worst
Um,
sentences I've ever said on stream, but I'm not sorry. I think it was badass actually.
no, you're allowed. This is your stream.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah. Smiles, grinning gristfully.
grinning rather gristfully. You can see all the gristle in my teeth. It's like rain. It's honestly kind of gross. It's like brownish. It's like a tan color. Um, yeah,
There's various red dripping liquids between my teeth.
yeah.
I'm
My
so
there's
sorry.
like a sinuous, stringy substance on my gums. Uh, do you wanna any other thoughts about Sapphic World? Sapphic World Yab?
And I'm stealing Bina.
Hell yeah, yeah. Begin is one of the dimensions. Eventually, all those will also come out. Probably attached to existing lands if I have my druthers.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
yeah,
I think
like
the first book is gonna have Nutsock.
yes, first book's gonna have Netsock. I would love to have. I've actually kind of vaguely plotted it out. I'd really like to have Fraud connected to Bina. I'd like to
Yeah.
have Heavenhead, or sorry, not Heavenhead. I'd love to have the Celestial Bora tied to Hod, Jet tied to Hesed. I haven't really decided. I think Shel Shari was gonna be Tiferet, uh,
That would make sense.
and then the rest will kind of just be like paired with themselves or Hell or the Sky, Sea, Earth stuff. There's a
Yeah.
lot of Sapphic World out there, and
There's so much fucking Sapphic
we're
World.
gonna try and get it to y'all in a way that's digestible, playable, fun to play, well edited, laid out, beautiful. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think it'll be pretty badass. Also, some point, I forget. I need to check in with Six about this. Uh, at some point this week, I think we're hoping to do it. Me and Six are gonna do a stream on the Your Beheld Twitch account, um, where we work on the Haunted Blade, which is one of the titles that will be in base Sapphic World. We're gonna do a little rewrite of it, uh, and it should be awesome.
Yeah. Yippee.
Yippee!
Clapping.
Yippee! I don't know why Pizza Friday subliminal messaging. Hang on. Actually, I can do that even better. One moment. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I just need to adjust some things really quick. Okay. You're all about to become deeply in love with Pizza Friday, and you're gonna buy Sapphic World when it comes out.
Yippee! Yay!
Anyway. Anyways, let me also link Larian's art. Larian art. I think this is them. Yes, this is Larian. Go check out Larian. Larian made that Beats Friday art, and also has made some Dog Glitch art. And it's all very cool stuff, and, like, I think it was pretty fundamental for, like, Larian's art was fairly fundamental for the designs of those characters, who are, like, pretty crucial Sapphic World NPCs. So go give Larian some support. You want to take a little break and then look at the mail?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, we're gonna take 5. And then we're gonna check out your mail. Please send any messages, any questions to darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com. I hope to see some questions in there when I get back. We'll be back
so
at,
full
like...
of knowledge. You have to crack me open in order to get it done.
I'm so full of knowledge. You have to crack me open to get it. How do you feel about coming back at 13 minutes?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, see you in 5.
Goofy.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hello.
I have bad news. We've received no questions. Please send questions to darlingdemonclips@gmail.com or send them directly in the chat, and we will answer your burning TTRPG questions as
Yeah,
Apocrypha arrives.
Yeah, can you make my Fugi really big and zoom in on the eyes?
Yeah, one moment here.
Thank you.
I won't scale your shadow. It's fine. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Don't worry about the shadow.
We're doing it. Hang on. I'm
Okay.
getting this really big. Okay, it's probably big enough.
Good. It gets really close to the camera, and I'm looking chat in the eye. If you do not send in questions via the mail at darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com or in the chat, I will talk about Minecraft TTRPG for the next 45 minutes. You cannot stop me.
Fuck. You heard her. She will talk
You heard
about
me.
Minecraft TTRPG, so
You have
watch out.
1 minute.
You can ask a question in the chat or in my email. Here, actually, I'm gonna set a timer for 1 minute. We're doing
Thank
this.
you.
This is righteous. This is good audience management. What you want to do when you have an audience who's like really interested in the thing that you're doing and like just like really enjoys your work is you want to like create as much like personal distance between yourself and them and kind of put yourself as like almost sort of like a teacher role. Like you want to be you want them to feel like they have to like appeal to your standards, and if they don't, they're gonna be punished. Like I think that's like a good audience creator dynamic. The audience should be constantly scared and feel constantly like patronized too.
Yeah, important to note, I am also putting in I'm posting on the Blue Sky, ask me your TTRPG questions now.
Awesome.
I'll
8,
send this to you.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over.
It's so fucking Joker.
All right, we'll take questions, but we're gonna be talking about the Minecraft TTRPG. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Can we find that? Can we find that thread? That Reddit thread again?
Oh God. Yeah. Let me look. This is mostly because I want to talk about survival TTRPGs because I think it's a very interesting topic to discuss.
Actually, I have an idea. There's like more posts about Minecraft TTRPG ideas. What if we read those?
There are?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hang on. Let me just make sure this isn't going to show the entire tab. Okay, I know we're good. I direly wish to know. So there's not a Minecraft TTRPG. We're talking about. We've talked in the past about Reddit posts that are like, here's my idea for a Minecraft TTRPG. Also, wait, hang on. What is this? Diecraft, a Minecraft-inspired role-playing dice game, pen and paper gaming. Holy shit! From 2014.
It's real?
Now features an updated layout, die-crafting lore, and simplified mechanics. This is an RPG Lite, meaning there aren't narrative roles to be acted out here. Players are mostly concerned with keeping their characters alive and chasing objectives. From the creator of Table Games, Diecraft is a labor of love for fans of Minecraft and the role-playing genre. With a lower learning curve and clearer priorities than the majority of RPGs on the market, Diecraft sets out to give users an addictive experience which can be appreciated by almost anyone. Games which have typically taken entire nights to play can now be enjoyed in a matter of hours. Your characters will level up from one game to the next, and the path to winning is unlikely to ever be the same, thanks to the randomized scoring system and alternating goals. If you tried other RPGs and love their premise, but sometimes wish for more focus on action than on words, then this game may be right for you. And if you like most any reason to roll dice, then this game is definitely right for you. Please note that, as with every RPG manual, this book does not come with everything you need to play the game. This is a guidebook. Additional items required to play Diecraft include a set of polyhedral dice, printed materials, from ShaneWindham.com/games and pencils. Also, don't let all the moving pieces intimidate you. They make for more fun and far less complex than they seem at first glance. Just use the quick start guide to jump into. Oh, I guess you can see my. Oh, you can't see my dead name. Good. To jump into a game, and in no time your crowd will have a new obsession. I need to look at this.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't think this is real anymore. I think this is down. I could buy this. I could buy a paperback of this. One moment.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, now I'm ordering it. I'll put the lower carbon one on. It's only like $5.
That's really funny.
I'm really curious. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. Okay. Do we want to read some of these other Reddit threads?
Yeah. Hit me with them.
Yeah, here we'll just go down the like most popular on Google. So this is I'm gonna put out another @ just saying that this is specifically what we're doing because I think it's really funny. About people's Minecraft RPG ideas, please, or you're not gonna want to miss this. I'll put this on Twitter and Blue Sky too, really quick. Actually, yeah, I'll just do a new tab. Twitter. Da 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 da. I love how we're both so Minecraft brand that this like every time we do this we're both so Minecraft brand that it like just returns to this specific subject. It's kind of awesome.
Such a listen, it's such a beautiful subject.
Yeah, we're still taking questions too, I will say, if anyone has any questions.
Yeah. If you deeply want to have us answer your question at darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com.
Yeah, I guess it's not surprising there's people rotating this since people love LARPing in Minecraft. That's true. Also, hi, Very Round Bird. I forgot to say hi. You made Toxic Sword Lesbians, which I thought was really fucking cool.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Yeah. So this is there a Minecraft-inspired TTRPG, or even an explicit fan game? Well, I mean, if anyone was gonna make the Minecraft explicit TTRPG fan game for Minecraft, I know there was a redundancy there, but I thought it was funny. If anyone's gonna make a Minecraft explicit fan game, it's gonna be me and Lilith.
Yeah, I'm rubbing my hands together.
Hey, Jam Sponge, how's it going? Welcome. We're talking about Minecraft RPG. Yeah. Minecraft TTRPG, people's Minecraft TTRPG ideas and discourse. But yeah, I appreciate an explicit fan game is a really good kind of slip of the tongue here.
Yeah.
There's a Minecraft RPG on Tabletop Sim? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. That's crazy.
Good.
So this is from Global Hippo. I'm curious if someone know a project like that. Oh shit. Okay, you have the Steam workshop link. Ordered of the Stone, a role-playing game about Minecraft. Oh, this looks fucking disgusting. Oh my god.
Stone?
You like literally have to like build. Wait, is this? Okay. In some ways, they might have figured it out. I hate to say it, but this is like maybe the closest you can get. This is actually pretty impressive. Yeah. A table's designed to be simple enough. It provides only environments. You need to come. Oh, you need to come up with the rules by yourself. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. This is the fifth edition of Minecraft TTRPGs. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
They were so fucking close though. Like, this is almost really impressive. I mean, I guess you could bring the $5 game that I'm gonna be buying to this, and then you'd have everything you needed. Um, but yeah, I
No,
mean,
you're perfectly fine, goblins.
yeah, no, you're good, you're good. Oh wait, what was this? It's me, Jam Sponge, I'm also known as. Oh hey, Chloe. I hope you're doing well. Uh, Minecraft TTRPG should be named after two of the major features of Minecraft: dragons and dungeons. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's just a table. It's just a table with stuff on it. I mean, it seems like you can build with it, which is pretty cool. Um. So this is the conversation. Not sure how you go about translating Minecraft into a TTRPG, to be honest. The gameplay loop of Minecraft pretty much amounts to gathering resources, building structures, and fighting monsters. There are countless D&D-like games out there that have rules surrounding these sorts of things in TTRPGs, but none of them really feel like Minecraft. A big part of that is the fact that the world is quite lonely. Beyond trading, there aren't any NPCs to interact with. I don't think Minecraft really translates well to the tabletop space because of that reason. It's fundamentally a single-player game, and the vast majority of TTRPGs out there aren't single-player. What about Minecraft specifically would you want in a tabletop setting other than its aesthetics? I really disagree that Minecraft is fundamentally a single-player game. I think that's a really...
Mods? Get this guy.
That's a really stupid take, Shipwright.
Like, I think there's a big aspect of Minecraft that is the melancholy, like associated with that's usually associated with loneliness. But Minecraft in of itself is not a lonely game.
Yeah, and
What?
I just feel like I remember like in alpha, some of the first Minecraft videos that I saw were like, you know, multiplayer like base tours, like, you know, big underground bases, and it's like,
Yeah.
how are you so fucking stupid? What brings you to believe this? Not to be mean to this person, but also I do stand by the spirit of what I just said. The part that I think would be about being the catch to a Minecraft TTRPG would be the quasi lore of the game, with the structures, items, and whatnot. That could become a pretty solid hook to a RPG world. But to counteract the single player aspect, I would do it trying to emulate the multiplayer mode instead. I'm not much of a consumer of the Minecraft content that exists out there, but I can see potential in a game that takes inspiration in the likes of blank SMP worlds. Maybe you can have a more profound survival experience, or you could play a villager, or any other species from the game. I'm tinkering with this idea for a while now.
Also,
I really disagree with this part too. I really don't think that's true.
yeah. Also, I feel like these people are very. It's Reddit, but like, solo journaling games exist.
Yeah, this is r/RPG design. They don't read books. They don't like these people have only read D&D and Pathfinder, and they're like, "Yo, what if I designed a game? What if has anyone done this? Has anyone made a game before?" Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Really enjoy the next one too, which says Minecraft feels like it would best translate as a setting rather than a game system.
No, you're so fucking wrong.
Something that encapsulates lore, enemy equipment, items, etc. into so that you can run it in an existing game system. I feel like most Minecraft mechanics don't translate well to a TTRPG setting.
Oh god. Have you ever been in a situation where you make a game? Yeah. I
I find myself in that situation quite frequently.
I so deeply disagree with everything these people think about this because like Minecraft does not have a compelling story or world. It's all
Yeah.
it's all made for the mechanics. Like,
In fact, yeah, I was about to say, in fact, I think it would be the opposite.
yeah, the thing that you want in the interesting challenge of what if I made a Minecraft TTRPG is not what if I made a TTRPG that has Minecraft setting? Like, who gives a shit? Earnest, like, who cares? It's how can I make a TTRPG that is mechanically and gameplay wise that has elements of Minecraft or feels like Minecraft. That's what I would want from a. Oh god, I have a bit of a bloody nose. It's fine. That's what I would want from this.
Got so fucking 15 minutes into talking about the Minecraft TTRPG, got so angry, fucking burst a vein in your nose.
No, I don't think it's like some dried blood. I don't think it's an issue. I think it was from earlier.
That's good.
Giving them way too much credit for having actually read D&D Pathfinder. Honestly, to make a Minecraft TTRPG, you have to make a TTRPG that feels like C418's music. I agree.
Yeah.
Wrong about the lore. Watch this. What is this? Oh wait, hang on. Y'all can't hear this. What is this? What the fuck is this?
In the Islamic faith, there's the Quran. It's the Islamic sacred book, just like Christians have themselves the Bible and Judaism
Okay.
the Torah.
Yeah.
The Quran is believed to be the word of God as dictated to the Prophet Muhammad, and it took, get this, 23 years for the entire book to be revealed to Muhammad. It's also Muslim belief that the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad on the 23rd night of the ninth Islamic month. So again, in the Islamic faith, the number 23 matters a lot. Meaning that those 23 pillars in the Minecraft ocean.
Oh my god, dude. No. You can't. That's probably not the intention. Come on, man. Pat, I'm glad you quit. We don't need you.
Hit the sky.
That is Matthew Patrick, yeah. Players shouldn't do all the mining, but to keep the scale. This just seems. I think the interesting thing for me about a Minecraft RPG would be like the potential to be sort of the creator adventurer that's kind of like framed in that's kind of like the average Minecraft character, right? Average Minecraft player. Yeah. There's something there. Like there's something of like going out into dungeons and shit, but also like coming home and like adding to your place, and also like trying to survive a like hospitable world full of creatures and monsters and such. There's a Minecraft add-on on D&D Beyond. Far as I know, it's a few mobs and a level 3 adventure. Okay. M. Kieran's Iron Valley is similar to Minecraft, albeit the presented setting. If you played it using Minecraft setting, it'd work flawlessly. What? Okay. Welcome to the Valley. Iron Valley is a cozy solo TTRPG hack for Ironsworn and Starforged. In this game, you take the role of someone moving into a small community starting their life anew. Yeah, I mean, this is more like Harvest Moon or Stardew. Although, I mean, I guess this is pretty, like, intentionally kind of drawing on Minecraft in terms of, like, literally, you know, Iron Pickaxe. That's interesting. I'd have to look through this. I don't know much about Ironsworn and the other one, and Starsworn.
Sorry, I heard the term cozy and I started frothing at the mouth.
I once thought of that video while getting groceries and started crying and had to reassure the Walmart greeter I was okay. That's awesome. That's badass.
That's good.
Is there a Minecraft-inspired TTRPG? Or an explicitly fan... Wait, this is the same person. But the grammar is different. Hang on, wait. This was 5 months ago. They waited a month. Wait, no. No, wait, these were around the same time. Or even an explicit fan game.
Threads?
Or an explicitly fan game. Well, yeah, like this is on our RPG, and the other one is on our RPG design. What is it from Minecraft you want as a teacher? G. Lego. Smiles. They are so desperate. They need to know. They need to know so bad. Minecraft is a pretty different play experience from RPGs. What aspects of Minecraft would you like to incorporate into an RPG? I actually made a one-page RPG based on Minecraft and the system Lasers and Feelings a while back. Not sure if it's what you're looking for exactly, though. Oh. Mining and crafting. Oh, hell yeah. A one-page tabletop role-playing game based on the game Minecraft. Uses the one-page system... Oh, yeah, let me, Oh, I also didn't send you the fucking thread. Hang on. Oops. Yeah, here's the other thread.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're on your friend's Minecraft server building a blocky utopia. Your goal is to punch trees, build an empire, mine diamonds, and defeat the Ender Dragon. While you're offline, a mysterious person griefed all your bases, leaving you homeless, with no belongings but your inventory. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so it's basically Lasers and Feelings, but you have mining and crafting. Like, that's pretty fun. I can see this, like, I guess for me the issue is that it's like, I don't want the Minecraft RPG to be Minecraft. I kind of want the serial numbers to be filed off a little bit.
Yeah.
I want the core to be, you know, I want the core to be there, but I don't really need, like, the aesthetics. Hey, Caro, how's it going?
Hi, Caro.
Yeah, I don't know what they mean by explicitly fan-made game, or like, my favorite wording was explicit fan game. These RPG ideas make me so angry I need to make an Angry Birds themed political cartoon. Fuck, wait, I need to find that. Where is that? That cartoon, that...
Holy shit.
Wait, I need to find the Angry Birds Lego, the Lego Angry Birds comic. Here we go. Here we fucking go. So this is from a European Lego forum. I found this while looking around, like, so I used to do this thing on this channel where I would just, like, kind of scroll around the Lego wiki, and I, like, wound up on a thread about the Angry Birds, the Angry Birds Legos on a European forum, and this kid, I found this kid's comic. The line. This is the line. It represents having too many useless IPs. Lego. The line. This is Lego. Lego usually stay very far away from the line. Angry Birds. Today, Lego announced they will be making Angry Birds sets in 2016. Let's see how this has affected Lego's position near the line. Jetpack. It looks like Lego has crossed the line with a jetpack. This has had, yeah, it's just very fun. It's just like, it's such a fucking effort post. Like, it's such a funny thing to encounter. Really love it. Good stuff.
That's really good.
It is just a picture of the, yeah, it's like a trace of the bird with the label. I assume they mean one that clearly says, yeah, I figure it's that they're looking for something that's like, this is Minecraft. This is a Minecraft fan game. Yeah. Oh god, I never thought of this until now, but a war game that lets you collect terrain tiles, Legos, etc., and build shit to achieve an objective sounds kind of badass. Lock the windows, bar the doors, but with tiles you create to fend off enemies. This person actually gets it.
Yeah.
This person understands.
Holy shit.
They're correct. Like, terrain tiles, Lego, etc., like, collecting and then using. Like, the mechanical element of the mechanical element of this is, like, pretty good. I personally wouldn't do a war game, but, like, this is solid. This has nothing to do with anything, but I just had the idea. Political cartoon webcomic that goes on so long it becomes an epic fantasy with explicit gay sex. But I don't want to spend years making political comics. That sounds fucking awesome. I would love to see that. God, that would rule.
I would spend years. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Okay, I'm excited to see this. But you need to be coming from like a really novel, absurd political position. Is my one thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Any tabletop RPG with rules for crafting/building akin to Minecraft. Not necessarily Medfan. Medfan. I don't know what that means. Hi everyone.
Oh, no.
Craft/building has taken over so many genres in video games. I was thinking. Any game where crafting/building would be part of the rules. Be it secondary, like crafting potions in The Witcher, or core to the system. This is to lure teenagers into RPGs and get them to read anything eventually. I love that. That's very sweet, actually. So crafting in computer gaming is actually supposed to be a gating mechanic. That is, it is designed to slow progression in a way that makes you feel immersed in the game. Because a level 5 guy would not be able to hunt 15 crocodile skins in a time frame that would make it worthwhile. And then a good way of padding game length while you keep hunting goddamn crocodiles for that one last skin you need. Minecraft is no exception. You need to be able to mine diamonds before you can get to the nether, to get the blaze rods to get to the end as one example. Gating and TTRPGs just don't make as much sense, as the GM is in control of the resources the characters have access to, and there's really no time involved in gathering these resources. You have them or you don't. There are lots of games that have various crafting rules, but they are very different from a gaming crafting of combine these sets of ingredients to make a new quiver or bow. I mostly agree with this person, but I do think, like, in a post-Yazeba's paradigm, this is very different. Like, I think there's a lot more space for games to have written in rules that are like, you don't do this thing until you've done this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it is medium fantasy. Okay. Yeah, I think this person does make a really good point. Like, I think this person is thinking about this from an angle of game design, which I think is great. I just think that, like, they're unintentionally, or not intentionally, they're unnecessarily creating limits for what can be done. I don't know if I want to do this, but it would be really fun to have a Reddit section of this show.
God.
or maybe do it like every other week, because this is really fun.
You just pick a topic.
Yeah. Alchemy and Iron Kingdoms RPG is actually this is actually a pretty good thread thus far. Alchemy and Iron Kingdoms RPG is actually pretty close. There's different component types, and they can be combined to make different items. Not many people actually do all that, though, since it's a lot of bookkeeping. This is actually a big problem with the Minecraft TTRPG idea, is that, like, you have to make sure the bookkeeping is sustainable. Numenera, Revenant World. I'm seeing if there's anyone with, like, more... Zelda Reclaim the Wild.
I wonder if you could do, like, a GM-less one. Like, a Minecraft TTRPG feels like it would be GM. Where you have, like, the processes that you, the players, know that you're doing, and you do them.
Right.
And you have, like...
I've never seen this before.
A kind of central computer thing that is fucking you up.
Sorry, now I'm looking at the Zelda fan RPG.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be honest, I think Minecraft would suit a board game more than a TTRPG. I'm just imagining cardboard dual layer inventory piece that you can slot items/blocks into. I agree. I think so. I think, like, a lot of this is why I'm being, like, more about the challenge of it. Also, you can see subreddits I've been looking at. Oops. Listen, they're not... Yeah, anyways.
My hot take is, why not both?
Yeah, no, I
An
agree.
RPG with little cardboard cutouts and such is just, like, celestial bodies already exist and is doing that.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, like, Autopsy Feast definitely has a lot of Minecraft-esque elements, I think, as well. Like,
yeah,
the idea of, like, taking time to combine things that you've gathered, I think is really interesting, and I'd love to see RPGs that explore that. Yeah. Well, we're this is probably a good time to wrap up. If anyone has any questions, we'll take them before we close here. Oive, let's see.
You have 1 minute.
You got a little bit of time. If anyone has any questions for us about RPGs, we will talk, or anything. Truly, we'll answer any question that you have. Frankly, I'm looking at who I want to raid here. No questions. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for dropping in, Chloe. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well.
Yay. Redstone RPG.
Redstone RPG. God. Let's raid URB Held. Let's raid Six, who's playing Yume Neko on the URB Held channel. Go say hi, go watch that, and I'll be back next week with Sean Raleigh, who is a pro GM in Chicago, who reached out to me and seems like they have some interesting thoughts on games and stuff. It seems like it'll be an interesting conversation, so be there for that, and I'll see you all next week. Oh, also this week, Friday at 7 p.m. EST, I'm hosting the awards, the awards 2024, the indie TTRPG awards show. Be there, watch that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Lots of really cool games being shown off and celebrated there. So be there, be square, go to heaven, and live forever. Bye.
Yay!
Remember, if you don't like what you see, you can change it. It's up to you, really. Goodbye, good luck, and have fun!